Digital gold is more than just a new asset. It's the profound evolution of human value, the rewriting of how civilization stores, protects, multiplies, and transfers wealth. And to truly grasp its magnitude, you must imagine the entire history of gold itself. The story of humans crawling through mountains, rivers, deserts, and dark underground caverns for thousands of years, risking their lives with primitive tools just to possess a substance that glimmered under the sun. A metal so rare and beautiful that it shaped kingdoms, financed wars, crowned emperors, built empires, and became the universal language of wealth across continents, cultures, and centuries. And for millennia, gold's power remained unchallenged because nothing else combined scarcity, durability, and universal trust with such perfection, making it the backbone of economies, the foundation of trade, and the ultimate store of value. But suddenly the world changed. Technology surged. The internet connected billions. Money became digital signals. And humanity entered an era where value was no longer limited to the physical world, but could now exist in the realm of pure information. And out of this transformation emerged digital gold, a type of value not mined from the earth, but produced through computation, not stored in vaults, but distributed across millions of computers worldwide. Not controlled by kings or banks, but secured by mathematics and global consensus. And this new form of wealth doesn't rely on physical strength or centralized power. It relies on cryptography, software, and an incorruptible digital ledger that no government or corporation can manipulate, which is why digital gold captures the very essence of what made physical gold valuable, while adding capabilities that the ancient world could never imagine. Instant global transfer, absolute verifiability, resistance to censorship, immunity to inflationary printing, and the power to let every individual on Earth hold and protect their wealth without permission, without fear, and without middlemen. And while you can't touch digital gold, you can move it with a tap. You can store it in a tiny device. You can memorize it as a phrase in your mind. And you can send it across any border without asking anyone for approval, making it the most liberating financial invention since the creation of money itself. And this is why digital gold is not just an asset. It's a revolution, a new chapter in the story of human freedom, a new weapon against financial manipulation, inflation, and centralized control. And understanding it today is like understanding electricity before light bulbs, the internet before websites, or smartphones before the iPhone. Because those who understand early are always the ones who rise when the world changes around them. To understand how digital gold functions, imagine the ancient world where miners chipped away at stone, searching for glimmers of gold buried deep beneath the earth, and now replace those miners with computers, machines plugged into a global network, solving complex mathematical puzzles that secure transactions and create new units of digital gold, a process called mining. Except this mining is not destructive, dangerous, or physical. It's computational, clean, decentralized, and built on math that ensures fairness, integrity, and scarcity. And once this digital gold is created, it does not sit in massive vaults guarded by armed men. It lives in a worldwide digital vault called the blockchain, a ledger so transparent and secure that it cannot be altered, hacked, forged, or counterfeited, making it the ultimate technological vault in human history, accessible to anyone with an internet connection. And storing digital gold is simple yet powerful. You keep it in a digital wallet protected by cryptographic keys that only you control, meaning your wealth is literally in your hands, not the banks, not the governments, not any institutions. And moving digital gold is even more revolutionary. No paper forms, no bank hours, no wire transfer delays, no international restrictions, no frozen accounts. You tap your screen, and the transaction is verified by thousands of computers worldwide, making it one of the safest, fastest, and most unstoppable financial systems ever created. And the reason digital gold has exploded in regions suffering from inflation, authoritarian governments, and banking failures is because it gives people an escape, a lifeline, a way to store their value in something that can't be seized, debased, or restricted. And when you compare the archaic, heavy, slow, insecure system of moving physical gold across borders with the digital world where value flows like information, it becomes obvious why digital gold is the next step in financial evolution. A step so significant that even banks, institutions, hedge funds, and entire nations have begun adopting it, recognizing that the old monetary system is losing relevance in a world where speed, security, transparency, and decentralization are becoming the new standard. And as humanity moves deeper into the digital age, where identities, documents, business, communication, and even governments operate online, digital gold emerges as the natural financial foundation for this new era. A foundation built not on trust in institutions, but on trust in mathematics, code, and global consensus. The rise of digital gold is tied to a global crisis of confidence in traditional money, because inflation silently drains the value of every dollar, euro, and pesos you earn, stealing purchasing power day after day as governments print more currency to cover debts, bailouts, and political agendas. And people around the world are waking up to the reality that their savings are melting like ice under the sun, that banks freeze accounts, impose withdrawal limits, collapse overnight, and restrict access to your own money, and that governments are now pushing centralized digital currencies, CBDCs, that could track, block, or control every transaction you make, creating a financial system more restrictive than ever before. And in the middle of this chaos, digital gold stands as the alternative, a monetary system that cannot be inflated, manipulated, or weaponized, a system where every coin is accounted for, every transaction is verified, every rule is transparent, and every user has equal power, and people are embracing it not because it's trendy, but because it's necessary, because the world is shifting toward digital everything, and digital money that is decentralized, scarce, and censorship-resistant provides protection against a financial system that feels increasingly fragile. And the brilliance of digital gold is that it doesn't need trust in leaders, banks, or institutions. Its security comes from cryptography, game theory, and technology, the same kind of trustless systems that power the internet, satellites, and modern communication. And as technological literacy grows, more people realize that digital gold is not imaginary or speculative. It is as real as email, smartphones, and the internet itself, tools people once doubted but now rely on every single day. And as corporations, financial giants, and governments accumulate digital gold, as countries explore regulations that legitimize it, and as younger generations choose digital assets over traditional banking, digital gold is cementing itself as the future backbone of value, a digital shield against inflation, a decentralized fortress of wealth, and the ultimate store of value for the digital age. This is why understanding digital gold today is one of the most important decisions you will ever make in your financial life, because we are witnessing the greatest transformation of money since the invention of currency itself. From seashells to metal coins, from metal coins to paper money, from paper money to credit cards, from credit cards to digital banking, and now from digital banking to decentralized digital value. And every shift in this chain created massive opportunities for those who understood the change early, while leaving behind those who resisted or ignored it. And digital gold is no exception, because early adopters are already seeing the benefits. Freedom from inflation, protection from bank failures, privacy from financial surveillance, portability of wealth across borders, and direct ownership of their money without relying on institutions. And as governments issue more debt, as economies face uncertainty, as technological acceleration changes everything around us, digital gold becomes the anchor, the shield, the lifeboat in a world flooded with monetary instability. And when the future of money is discussed decades from now, historians will look back at this moment, the early 2020s, as the turning point when humanity upgraded money itself, replacing trust in authority with trust in mathematics, replacing centralized control with decentralized networks, replacing physical scarcity with digital scarcity, and replacing fragile paper currencies with a borderless, censorship-resistant, inflation-proof system. So if this opened your eyes or helped you understand the magnitude of what's happening, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your thoughts below, share this video with someone who needs to see it, and check the description because I'll be posting more videos that reveal the deeper truths about money, technology, power, and the future that is unfolding right in front of us.